What's up guys, it's Zenith. Sorry for the hiatus. I was busy adjusting back into college life when I got super sick, so I've been dealing with that for a while. But speaking of things that are sick, I got for you today a video about a product I've been asked to go over at least a few times, the trigger plugs from Battle Beaver Customs. I am really excited to tell you guys about this product as well as new announcements to my channel, including my recent sponsorship with Smash Crate. But real quick before we start, I feel it's really important to be transparent with you guys about my connections with companies, and it may be very important to you guys too, so you know I'm coming from a consumer's perspective rather than being an advertisement. The trigger plugs I have today were given to me by Battle Beaver for free to review in return for an unbiased, honest review and video. I was not paid to make this, nor am I sponsored by any controller companies. I approached this company myself with a request to receive the product to review. If anybody has any further questions, I'm more than willing to discuss in the comments. But without further ado, let's get right into it. The Gamecube trigger plugs by Battle Beaver Customs are a recent addition to their lineup. They will cost you $5 each without the tri-wing screwdriver for both the short and tall plugs. They are plastic molded plugs that fit into the triggers of your controllers to shorten the distance the press of your trigger has to move in order to register a quote-unquote full press. They come ready to use right out of the box for melee only. The reason being is that the analog values of the triggers will mess up with Smash 4 out of the box. The tall plugs are completely unusable with it, and the short plugs are kinda usable but act weird and won't register anything but a hard press. It is, however, usable with Smash 4 with further modification to your analog sliders, which is a service that Battle Beaver offers. Now, the idea of these things is nothing new. Players have been shoving things like wood, rolled up plastic, or whatever they could fit into their triggers to achieve the same result for a while. But this was not always a seamless, easy thing to do. What Battle Beaver has done is make this process a lot easier by offering their own plastic molds designed to fit into controller triggers. Now players won't have to worry about the heights of their do-it-yourself trigger plugs matching. They can simply pick from two professionally made matching plug sizes from Battle Beaver. Currently they offer two sizes, tall and short. Both significantly affect the distance your trigger must press in order to register a hard press, but there are definite differences between the two. The tall plug immediately activates the action of a hard trigger press, skipping all analog values, acting much like the effect one would get by removing the trigger spring without having to deal with all the complications of that process. The short plug offers the trigger a chance to hit analog values, allowing the player to light shield, something that is unachievable with the tall plugs. From my own experience, I found things like wave dashing easier on the hands with both sizes of plugs. Power shielding with the tall plugs has become as easy to do as if the springs were completely removed. Doing things like wall teching may also be easier depending on what you want to feel due to the trigger acting more like a button rather than a trigger, but I have to stress all of these are subject to preference of feel. Having these plugs won't make you suddenly hit all of your wall techs or wave dashes. However, what they will do is make these things easier to do and help if you dislike having to press the full length of the trigger to achieve those things. These people already exist, and a lot of them choose to either just have dealt with it or tried solving it themselves by either making them makeshift plugs or removing their trigger springs. It is just that this product makes things easier. Now, if you wanted to take out your springs to get the immediate trigger press, but you missed your spring, you can have it back with a tall plug. If you made your own plugs but found them difficult to get perfect, Battle Beaver has done it for you. And if you're like me and just didn't like having to press the trigger all the way down to get the full length, these cut that distance down. I have to be honest, when I first heard of the product, I thought it was very niche, and I still kind of think it is, but it really helps people of that niche, and that niche may be a lot bigger than what I previously thought. This is a product I myself am now using, and it's helped a lot because I do not like having to fully press my trigger for a lot of actions. Like I said, they won't make you do things that you couldn't do previously, but it will make things a lot easier to do. My noob fox, for example, would wave dash a lot, partially because I don't play him and have his wave dash timing down out of, say, shield or shine consistently, and partially because I suck. But with the triggers, things like wave shine have become much more consistent and easy. I could do it before, I just don't get stuck in shine as often with the trigger plugs. At the end of the day, these triggers won't make you good if you're not. You still have to practice and do everything to get good, but it will help take stress off your finger and make timings easier for those who would have liked a shorter press. For guys like me who wanted that but just never appealed to alternative methods like making them yourself, it's a godsend. If that sounds like you, this could also be for you. Just make sure you know what category you fit in between getting tall plugs, short plugs, or like I am, using one of each. If you aren't sure, feel free to ask me in the comments as always. If you're wondering what my own setup currently is, I'm using the tall plug on my left trigger for wave dashing, spot and air dodging, basically everything, and my right trigger has a short plug for light and regular shielding. And if you stuck around this long, you're probably a big Smash fan, and if you are, you might be interested in my new sponsor, Smashcrate. First off, big thanks to them for partnering with me and helping support my channel. They are a monthly subscription box full of Smash Bros related goodies, anything from t-shirts to charms to posters and whatever cool things you'd find at the vendor section at major events. Smashcrate offers a variety of Smash merchandise tailored to whatever your Smash game and character is. The best part is that everything they sell is made by people in our community, so supporting them supports our extremely talented artists and creators. Their link is in the description, and if you sign up to their subscription service and use code ZENITH applied at checkout, you get 10% off, and my thanks for helping support my channel. Thanks for hearing me out, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, this has been Zenith, signing off.